What I'm going to share with you in the next 10 minutes is how to find your very first Airbnb in less than 10 minutes by using the method I'm going to share with you. Guaranteed, if you listen to what I'm saying, I will have landlords eating out of your hand for your business. I became number one because I was willing to do what 99% of people were not willing to do, and I'll share with you in a second what that is. The most important thing is this. When I started back in 2016, I didn't know anything about Airbnb. I thought Airbnb was, I couldn't even spell Airbnb. And I was like, all right, cool, I want to get into this. So I got an apartment, not knowing that we shouldn't start with apartments, we should start with single family houses or townhouses. But I got an apartment. 4 months later, Karen's knocking on the door and she's saying, hey, listen, this is not going to happen. Okay, not in this community. I had no idea about HOA. I had no idea about zoning. I didn't know all this. So 4 months later, my whole operation gets shut down. So I figured it out, and then today we're picking up 5 units at a time in apartment complexes. I teach a method where we start with single family houses, 1, 2, or maybe 3, and then we can go to corporate leasing, which I'll explain to you shortly, which is the apartment deal. But now becoming the #1 Airbnb educator, now I'm teaching my students the exact formula that I've been doing for the last 7.5 years. So if you want to get your very first Airbnb in literally 30 days or less, let me share with you what to do. Step #1 is you want to start an LLC, okay? Now, I'm going to recommend a state. This does not necessarily mean you have to go with the state, but I'm going to recommend the state of Wyoming. The reason for it is because it's one of the only states where you can get anonymity, which essentially means that your first and last name does not need to be shown on public record. So when people look up your company, they can't see that you own it personally, which is nice. People like that comfort. They like to be private. So that's a great state. It's less than $100. You set it up, your LLC. Okay, so once you set up your LLC, the next step that you're going to do, make sure your name is right. Change it. Try, check the name. Is this name available? Okay, B&B, homestays, whatever. Okay, create a name, and then check it, and then go to your Secretary of State. Here in the state of Florida, we have sunbiz.org. So you just type in Secretary of State in whatever state you're in, okay, and you'll be able to create it. But like I said, I recommend Wyoming because you can get the anonymity there. Okay, I know I'm saying that wrong, but anonymity. So what you're going to do now that you've created an LLC, okay, what's going to happen is the state's going to send you documents called articles of organization. While you're waiting on those documents, go to the irs.gov and get your free EIN number. Very, very important step here. The reason is because your EIN is like your social security number for you personally, but it's a 9-digit number that's attached to your business for tax purposes. You want to use your EIN, I'm going to tell you how important it is in a minute, okay? So you went to IRS, while you're waiting on your documents, you got your EIN number. The next thing I'm going to have you do is go to dunnandbradstreet.com and get your DUNS number, okay? Free again, very, very important because we're going to build business credit as well, so eventually you'll be able to do corporate leasing, which I'll explain in a second. Now, here's the thing. Last step, you've got your articles organization. They just came in, it takes a couple days, comes into your email. You've got your EIN, which takes couple minutes. You'll have your EIN within minutes. Okay, you got irs.gov and got that. Now, you take those documents with your driver's license and you go to a major bank, American Chase, Citibank, any of these major banks, Wells Fargo. Go there and say, look, I want to open up a business bank account. They're going to ask for those articles of organization. They're going to ask for your EIN number and your driver's license. You're going to submit it to them. Now you are a legal, legitimate business. Okay? Very, very important. Because now you can build business credit, and you can do corporate leasing, and you're going to get your very first property in 30 days or less when you listen to what I'm about to tell you. Here's what you're going to do from here. Okay? Get that process started. And while that process is started, don't slow up on everything else. The next step is while that's all going on, is you're going to go to Zillow.com. You can go to Realtor.com as well. It's another great place to find rentals. But I like to use Zillow, but Realtor.com is another option. When you go to Zillow.com, all you're going to do is you're going to type in one of the cities that I'm going to give you. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Midwestern cities, okay, great right now for Airbnb. I'm telling a lot of people right now, go to Midwestern United States. Cities right there are doing really well. Okay, I'll give you another few really good cities. Chicago, okay, right outside of Atlanta. I will tell you Charlotte, Nashville, Miami, outside of Miami, right? Not actually in the city. Instead of being in a major hub where you're going to have a lot of competition, find cities that are about a 15 to 20 minute drive at the very most around the major cities. That's your nugget for the day. Okay, so Like for example, if you're in Chicago, you have Aurora. If you're in Miami, you might have, Fort Lauderdale, right? So Waco, Texas, St. Augustine, Florida, Jacksonville Beach, Florida. You might be, somewhere in Santa Clarita, California. I'm giving you some cities right now because what I did is I took 20,000 cities in America and I said, hey, let's take these 20,000 cities and boil it down to what I believe in 2024 will be the best 20 cities to start your Airbnb business in. Okay? And I just gave you a bunch of ideas. So when you go to Zillow.com, type in the city that I just gave you. Okay? And you'll pop on the right-hand side. You're going to see all the rentals in that city. Now here's the kicker. Remember I told you how important it was for these people to be in pain? Watch what I do. There's the gem right here. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take a second, subscribe to the channel. Send me a nice comment, man. Send me something cool. And let me say what's up to you and do a shout out for you. And make sure you turn on your notifications so every single day as I'm doing videos, you guys are getting knowledge. Okay? No fluff, just all the real stuff. But here we go. You're gonna see a little button that says more. And when you click on that button, you're gonna see where it comes down. It says, how long has a property been listed? This is your golden nugget. You wanna click that button and it will have a drop down. You wanna select 36 months. Why is this important? Because check this out. If a property has been listed for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months, a year, guess what? The landlord is willing to not only negotiate, but they're willing to accept Airbnb, right? They're in pain. They haven't been able to rent yet. Maybe it's because of pictures, maybe because the price is too high. Whatever, they're in pain. They own a property. They're trying to rent, but they're not able to. So you catch a landlord where there's pain, there's gain for us as an Airbnb host. So now in a case like this, right? Think about this. You've got a person who's in pain, and now what I'm gonna share with you what to do is we're gonna send them an amazing script that's gonna have them eating out of your hands, okay? So if you filter it by, property's been listed for several months, now it's gonna pull up all the properties that are for rent in that city we selected. Let's say St. Augustine, Florida, Waco, Texas, okay, Nashville, Tennessee, whatever, okay? Santa Clarita, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, give you a couple of Philadelphia, Aurora, Illinois, right? Fort Lauderdale, Naples. So you selected those cities. Okay, now, LG, Georgia. What you're gonna do is on the right-hand side, when you see all the rentals, you've already filtered it by properties that have been listed for a long time. When you click on one of the properties, you're gonna be able to see the actual property. And what I want you to do is I want you to take my script and in comments, just put the word script. And I'll connect with you directly and I'll send you the script that we use. My paid students get the same script, okay? They'll literally be eating out of your hand. So, just put the word script in the comment box. When you click on the property itself, you're gonna see a little thing when you scroll down, when you're looking at the property, you're gonna see a thing on Zillow that says, ask a question. So let's say we filtered a property. We filtered it by 3 to 4 months. It popped up all the properties. If you just click on one of the houses and you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to ask a question to the owner of the property. When you click that button, it's gonna pop up a screen. You're gonna take my script and you're gonna put the script, copy the script into the ask a question box. Here's what's gonna happen. If you do 10 of these, which by the way, should take you no more than 5 minutes, we get about a 10 to 20% return of landlords looking to do business. I told you this video is about how to get your first property in 30 days less. And I'm gonna give you the solution right here. Go to Zillow. Filter by the city I told you. Filter by property that's been listed for several months. Click on a property, take my script, put it in the ask a question box. Do that 10 times. When I say do it 10 times, select another house in the same city. It's gonna have all the houses right there for rent. So select another house. Ask a question, take the script, boom, pop there. Pick another house, boom. Do that 10 times in say Tampa, Florida, right? St. Augustine, Florida. Do that 10 houses. Do that to 10 houses. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get probably 2, 3, just out of 10 scripts. You're gonna get 2 to 3 landlords that will come back and say, hey, let's work together. Tell me more. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have not taken a second, please subscribe to the channel. Send me a message. Let me know if you want the script by putting the word script in comments, and I will send it right over to you. I'll ask for your email, and then we'll connect, okay? I'm here to help you. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for wanting to do better. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. It's 2024. It's time to frickin' crush it. I'll see you guys on the inside. Let me know if you need my help.